Are you thinking about relocating to Silverado Ranch? Well, this video is going to break down everything that you need to know about the cost of what it takes to purchase a home right here in this area. So let's hop into the video. So in today's video, we're gonna go through 3 different floor plans located here in Silverado Ranch at a brand new community built by Lennar. Right now, we're starting off with this townhome. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's about 1,400 square feet with a 2-car garage. This is priced at about $310,000. You can see this is a pretty cool starter home for anyone that's buying their first property, just to get their foot in the door, the whole real estate game. I think this is a cool townhome. Check out this video of some quick highlights of the property, and we'll see you at the next one. One of the cool things about this townhome is that even though this is a guest bedroom, it actually has an ensuite bathroom right here. So you don't even have to worry about going in and out of the bedroom in order to shower or to even use the bathroom. And for your master, you got a pretty decent sized master bedroom here, and you got your double vanity sinks. And of course, you've got a little walk-in closet. So that wraps up the first house. Let's go check out the next one. Second floor plan is actually called the Leo. Shout out to Leo, the videographer. This one is priced at about $383,000. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, about 1,800 square feet home. So you can see this one is a little more spacious. One of the cool features, you got a pretty decent sized backyard. Leo, let's show them the backyard. One of the cool features here in this kitchen is this island. I love a big island, and I think for a starter home, this is a cool area that's big enough that you've got a few chairs here that you can sit, enjoy some meals here, and then you also have a half bath to the side of the kitchen as well. So let's go upstairs and see what they got in store for us. And everyone loves a big master closet. So here you go. Check this thing out. This is pretty big. Now, if this is the type of home you're looking for guys, you probably got this much of the closet, and then you got to give the rest to your girl. Obviously, you got room here to keep growing and make this thing even bigger. So I think these homes are pretty cool for a starter. You know, priced at about $300,000. So far, 2 of those homes are, you know, $310,000 and $380,000. I think that's a great starter home for somebody just to get their feet wet, man. Great location right here in Silverado Ranch. We're close to St. Rose. And for all you Raiders fans, right down the road from the practice facility. So this is the last one we're gonna take a look at. So let's hop into the home and we'll give you the details. Last but not least, this is the Mitchell floor plan. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 1,700 square feet, starting at about $415,000. Now, the reason why I want to show you this floor plan is it's got a next-gen suite. So for those of you that don't know what that is, it's actually kind of an in-law suite. So let's go check it out. I think it's really cool because you don't see too many homes that offer this type of floor plan. So you've got your guest bathroom, guest bedroom, and you've got a separate entrance. So they have this set up here as an office, but obviously you could have this as an extra bedroom for yourself. You've got some closet space here. Then you have a separate locking entry with another door here, which takes you to the next gen suite. So they've got a full bathroom, and then you've got your living quarters. So you can see small little microwave here, little fridge, but hey, maybe if you got some friends coming in town for the weekend, or maybe your parents are in town, they've got their own separate entrance. They can get in and out of here without having to bother you in your own property. So this is something cool. Maybe for some of you that are first-time home buyers, this might be a way that maybe you can rent this out to maybe a friend or another roommate or anybody that maybe you can charge them a few $100 to live here and help you pay your mortgage. Just another way to start buying property and becoming an investor yourself. So there you have it, 3 floor plans from a brand new build by Lennar, located right here in Silverado. So as promised, like I said, we're gonna break down the fees and everything that it goes involved into buying a home. So before we leave you, let's hop into these fees so you get a better understanding of what it might look like to purchase a home here. So here's a quick breakdown of some of the fees that are associated when purchasing a home here in Las Vegas. So one of the first things that you're gonna be doing as a buyer is getting a home inspection. Now I know we've showed you some new homes, so obviously there's not gonna be necessarily a home inspection that will be done, but if you are buying a resale, more often than not, you will get a home inspection done, and they typically base the cost of these inspections on the size of the property and some of the other features. For example, if there's a well or septic tank, if there's a pool, sometimes those are some additional costs that go into the home inspection. But generally speaking, the cost of a home inspection will probably run you $300 to $400. If you are obtaining financing, you're going to need to get an appraisal on your property with your lender. And the appraisal will typically run about $475 to $500. If you are purchasing the home as an investment property, meaning you're going to be renting this out for rental income or doing any kind of Airbnb, you would purchase this as an investment, and that appraisal typically runs about $550. Now, sometimes when you purchase homes, there's things that are that needs to be repaired or things that are missing. For example, in Nevada, you have to have earthquake straps on your water heaters. And a lot of times sellers ignored that when they replaced them or possibly purchased it in their initial property. Now, when an appraiser goes out and let's say those straps are missing, you would have to have the home re-inspected to make sure everything meets proper code. So if an appraiser has to go back out to do a re-inspection, that could run you another $125 on top of the initial $475 or $550 that you spent up front. When you are working with a lender, every lender is probably going to charge you processing and underwriting fees. Here at Loan Depot, we charge about $1,300 for a processing and underwriting fee. Now, lender to lender, this may vary, so you may find a lender that's a little cheaper. You may find some lenders that are actually more expensive. So in the 13 years that I've been doing loans, I feel $1,300 is kind of in the middle of the road in terms of lender fees that you can expect to pay. Of course, you will have your title and escrow fees, which again, those are typically based on the sales price of the property, so they don't vary too much from escrow company. But for a $300,000 purchase, you could expect to pay about $1,800 in title and escrow fees. Then you will also have your prepaids, which comprise of your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance. So when lenders close on your home, they will create what's called an escrow account if you so choose. Most people opt for the escrow account because you make one payment to your mortgage lender or your mortgage servicer, and they will disperse the funds to pay your property taxes as well as your homeowner's insurance. Some buyers like to do this on their own, but that's totally up to you. Like I said, most people will always create an escrow account, so the lender will create that when you close. More often than not, they will take about 1 year's worth of homeowner's insurance up front, and they will probably create an escrow account for your property taxes. Depending on the state and when you're purchasing, it could be a couple of quarters worth of property taxes to establish that escrow account. But generally speaking, for what we're looking for, it's going to be about $1,500. Now here in Nevada, the seller typically covers the transfer tax, which is priced at $5.10 for every $1,000. Now, just as a heads up, when you purchase a new home, the builder does not pay for your transfer tax. So that is something that you will have to take into account when purchasing a brand new property. However, if you buy a resale, the seller normally covers this for you when you purchase that property from them. Of course, you need a down payment. So depending on your loan type, whether it's VA, FHA, or conventional financing, you will have to account for that. VA, as you know, is 0 down. FHA, the minimum is 3.5%. And conventional financing, you have anywhere from 3 to 5% down for primary residence. And typically on an investment, you're looking at 20 to 25%. And if it's a second or vacation home, you're looking at a minimum of 10% down. Another fee that is required on a VA purchase, which is a termite inspection. However, the veteran does not need to pay for that, and the seller does cover that for them. And I mentioned this a little bit ago, sometimes you have a well or septic. It's a little rare here in Las Vegas, but every once in a while you do run across that, and that inspection up front could run you about $1,000. Now, when you are financing your property, you might look at other financing options like buying points or buying the interest rate down. So for those of you that are maybe thinking long-term, that you are going to be living in this home for a number of years, you may look to buy the interest rate down. And again, one discount point is equal to 1% of your loan amount. Now this can get you a cheaper interest rate, but one of the things you should look at or talk to your lender about is the break-even point. So if you're looking to pay an extra $3,000 to buy a lower interest rate, you need to figure out when do you recoup that cost. And if you do not recoup that money within the time frame that you expect to live in the home, then you probably shouldn't buy the rate down. However, if you can recoup your costs within your time frame, then it's probably the best bet to go ahead, buy that rate down and get that interest rate as low as possible. Many realtors here in Nevada charge a transaction fee or a broker fee. So that can range anywhere from a few $100s to I've seen some realtors charge even $1,000 on a transaction fee. So definitely have that conversation with your real estate agent up front to see what they charge. And again, sometimes these realtors are able to waive that fee for you. But again, that's a conversation that you can have with your real estate agent and see if they can help you with that. Many home buyers also purchase a home warranty if the seller does not cover that for them. So your home warranty can vary in price depending on the square foot of your home and depending on the features that you add into the warranty itself. You can cover anything from your fridge to your AC unit to your pool equipment to simple appliances around the home. You would just have to, again, check with your realtor as to who they use as a provider for your home warranty, and then you can take a look at their menu of options to see what would you like to cover. And home warranties are usually good for 1 year. So once they expire, it's your choice as the buyer as to whether or not you renew those fees, you renew your policy, or you let it expire. Now, the worst fee to have to pay is a per diem fee. This comes into play when you cannot close in the given time that you signed your contract for. So you and your seller have agreed to close by a certain date when you sign your purchase agreement up front. Sometimes when you cannot close in that allotted time, the builder or the seller, whoever you're dealing with, they can charge you a per diem fee for every day that you are late. That is why, like if you watch some of our videos, we've talked about the importance of working with a great lender and building a great team between your real estate agent and your lender. This is where communication is so important, and closing on time is of the utmost importance, because I've seen transactions where if you don't close by the time the seller has agreed to, you could pay upwards of $100 a day for every single day that you are late. So again, understand your contract, know what you're signing, make sure you have a great realtor that explains that to you and a lender that you can trust. Communication is on point, so that way you don't have to worry about paying such fees as these late fees. So there you have it. We took you on a quick tour of a brand new community here in Silverado Ranch, and also broke down all the fees that are associated with purchasing a home here in Nevada. So I hope that helped you understand what everything could be involved and how much you might have to pay when purchasing a home. If I missed anything, or if you have specific questions, as always, drop those in the comments or send me an email, send me a text. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And I appreciate the love, appreciate you watching these videos. And I hope this helps you potentially make Nevada your new home. And as always, subscribe to our channel so you get notified every time we drop a new video. Hit the bell, and we'll see you on the next one.